My name is Brittany Saulsberry. I am a public defender for the Fulton County Public Defender's Office. I have been a public defender for a little over 10 years, and I represent clients from charges anywhere from murder, child molestation, on down to like shoplifting and drug charges. So typically when you see an officer talking to an accused person or a suspect on TV, for the most part, they do read them their Miranda rights, but I think that the shows makes it confusing for people in day-to-day life. The only time an officer has to read Miranda rights is if they're actually asking a person questions that might incriminate them. If they're just generally asking them like where they were that day or things like that, they actually don't have to read them their rights. But so typically in shows they do it. And I think they actually do that part pretty well. I think they probably don't do it as good in real life.
Okay.
So surprise witnesses are really not a thing in real life. Typically the prosecution and the defense has to give the other side discovery, witness lists, date of birth for people that are going to testify, phone numbers, addresses, everything, at least 10 days before trial. So it's rare that you are on trial and either side calls somebody that was not on the witness list. It does happen. Typically, if it does happen, what the judge would do is either side will let them know, like, hey, we didn't know about this person, and they'll give us time to actually question them prior to their testimony. So I think the biggest misconception about the defense side of things is that we don't investigate. Even in the public defender's office, we have investigators, we have social workers, we are able to go out to crime scenes just like the prosecution is. We're able to talk to witnesses before the case is set to trial, because sometimes talking to people is a way to get the case or the charges reduced, dismissed. So we have the resources, and sometimes more resources than the state side, to actually investigate cases, but people don't see that. Unless it comes with like private defense attorney, but especially with public defenders, they typically think we kind of don't do a great job. But we do have resources to help with the crime scene investigation, to help with prepping the case, as well as to find witnesses on our own as well.
Okay, thank you.